My name's Cecilia Sharpley. I hesitate to call myself an artist because I don't do what so many others that I admire do. I don't paint portraits or landscapes. My drawing is very naive, so I have to make use of that. My main interest over the last 5 years has been printmaking, using eucalyptus leaves, which I cook onto a heavy watercolour paper. And there's no paint or ink or pencil or anything involved. It's just purely what comes from the leaves, the colours and the imprint of the leaves themselves. That's what finishes up on the paper. And if it doesn't finish up on the paper well, then that's discarded or chopped up to use as something else. Or else it can be repulped and end up as sheets of handmade paper. Interest in eucalyptus leaves started many years ago. In the 1970s, I was teaching spinning and weaving. I read a book by India Flint. I think it could be called, it might have been called Eco-Printing, something like that. And for the first time, I saw someone who was not only capturing the colour that came out of the eucalyptus leaves, but was actually capturing the form of the leaf, the veining, the little holes, all sorts of spots and marks. This was on silk and felt, but I thought, oh, okay, perhaps that will work for me on paper. But I decided I was not going to pursue any other leaves except eucalypts, and I wanted to see if I could find some uniformity in the colours that came from the various species. It was a suggestion from an English friend who was out here, well, why don't you make lamps? And I thought, well, that's a brilliant idea. So it was the same friend that found me these little, I said, I only want plain little lamps because there's a limit to the size I can make because a sheet of paper is only so big, so it has to go around the lampshade. And she found these very plain little lamps in IKEA, and they're the ones that I've been using. And then with the Java exhibition, it was Andrew that had the bright idea of making a hanging installation. And he did that. And now I have my own one, which my husband Johnny made me. And I love it. And with Open Studio, I thought, well, okay, if I don't do it now, I'll probably never do it. So last year was the first year. And I had about 150 people come in, and they were really enthusiastic about the prints. So it was great. It was sort of validation of what I was doing, I think. It makes me do something fresh. It just makes me explore it, and it makes me keep down here a bit tidy. So when people phone up and want to come and see my studio, I don't have to do the major overhaul that I had to do to get it ready for Open Studios last year. I'm very proud of myself because I'm not a tidy person, and I've kept it pretty well presentable for the whole year. And Open Studios has come around again, and it's still not looking too bad.